All right, hello everyone. Matt Linz here for Wareham Sports. We have a special presentation for you tonight. We're about getting ready to get the basketball season underway here at Wareham High School, and tonight we have a scrimmage for you. It's the Vikings welcome in the Taunton High School Tigers. Taunton High is where I went to school, graduated in 1999, so this is going to be a fun night for me. We'll explain as we go along tonight that rules are a little different in a scrimmage. It's not going to be the standard format you're used to as far as a full varsity game. We are going to keep score. I will do my best to keep score, but I believe we do have somebody working the table, maybe. The timing is going to be a little different. There's no limits on timeouts. They can stop. They can reset. It's kind of like a live-action practice game, but still, it's our first look at the boys' team this year. Still rebuilding after those back-to-back championships a couple of years ago. Very eager to see what's going on. There are a lot of new faces out there. You know, obviously some of the big leaders that we're going to look for, like Amari Rose and Aaron Cody, are back. They're going to be on the floor tonight. It's great to see Cody back after that ankle injury last year. I'm glad he's recovered. They'll be missing Tyrell Pyers, who unfortunately was injured during football season, and I'm not sure what his timetable for a return is yet, but we'll be looking for him later in the season. But until then, thanks for being here with us. Hope you enjoy the game, and we'll see you at the half.
They also don't do lineup. They don't do national anthem. We just play. They do have two referees. Yep. They are official referees. They will be watching for fouls and stuff, just like a regular game.
Yeah, well, it's basically preseason. There's 2 games. They have the game against Taunton tonight. They're playing again tomorrow.
Yes.
Against whom? Do you know?
No, I don't know. I can look at my sheet.
So yeah, Christian Fernandez is along here with me tonight. Happy to have him back.
Tomorrow is against Situate.
Okay.
Tomorrow it'll just be me.
So we don't, unfortunately, have rosters either, as Coach Faneuil's still finalizing that ahead of Friday night's opener.
And Friday night is against the Bulldogs of Old Rochester, starting right off the bat with our closer rivals.
Yeah, I don't want to say crosstown because they're the next town over, outside the town limits, but definitely one of those teams that the Vikings have a rivalry with, along with Bourne. Bourne's got a very strong basketball program. So the other thing to keep in mind tonight, folks, is both teams are wearing practice jerseys. So the numbers they have on their backs tonight may not reflect the numbers they'll be wearing when the season starts. But Wareham's going to control the opening tip. And number 87 for Taunton with a steal and a lay-in. We give the Tigers a 2-0 lead. Now fast break on the other end. Nice weave, but can't get the layup to fall. Tigers coming back the other way. Number 4 checks off one of the Cannon brothers. Kicks it out to number 39, who's looking for a 3 and drains it. So that is 5-0. Taunton, less than a minute into the game. Rose coming back up the other way. I'm sorry I don't remember that young man's name, but he's going to get called for a travel. But Christian, we were talking earlier, we definitely recognize him from the JV team last year and then got promoted to the varsity
towards the end
of the season, yes. So off the travel, Tigers take the inbounds.
And if you're new watching our season, Wareham tends to be small and fast. Our players tend to... We have some tall players, but they're not like tall,
right,
or big, stocky. We have a lot of really fast runners, shooters.
Good cross pass. But a clean block by the Tigers. Coming back the other way, Rose reaches in.
Calling a foul.
Yep.
Against Mari Rose. He lost his shoe.
We got him on that reach in. He was trying for the ball, but it looks like probably got his arm. What's the foul situation in a scrimmage?
I don't know. It doesn't look like they got any.
That's another long three, and it's 8-0 Tigers.
Timeout, Wareham.
6:40 to go in the first. Vikings going to need to talk things over because they haven't got anything going yet.
I would zoom in on the scoreboard, but I tried to do that earlier, and I came up with the lines to the.
Well, they have the side baskets down right now. During regular play, those are up and out of the way.
We actually have a little bit of crowd, which I was surprised.
Yes.
It looks like it's the some of the freshman players stuck around to watch the I know it's the varsity game, but I know there are some JV players mixed in.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I always thought that was good experience too for the younger players. Like, go to the games, watch the varsity level, because eventually, if you stick with it, you're going to be playing at that level for Coach Faniel someday. So you kind of want to know what to expect. Although I think, given the fact that like Coach Barito and the JV coaches are on Steve's staff, they understand how Coach Faniel works and thinks, and they're going to do their best to prepare those younger players for the move up.
And you notice the referees weren't getting super mad that they were talking a little bit longer because it is a scrimmage.
Right.
It's a learning process for some of these kids. Some of the other kids should know better for certain things. Learning about how to be more fluid, how to work with each other. It's easy. I can't say it's easy. Any athletes find things are hard, but it's easy in practice to play amongst yourselves when there is no clock, there is no referees, there is no parents screaming, there's no distractions. It's just you and whatever. But then to put you on the court, that's why they do these scrimmages.
Yeah.
Because you need that experience.
So that was a jump ball that was called. The possession arrow favored the Tigers. And we're going to have a travel against Taunton, so that'll be a turnover. It's kind of akin to any kind of preseason in football when it's like, you mentioned the same thing about the practice, and, you're not going to lay in a harder hit during practice as you would during a game, so you got to get used to that game speed. You got to get used to game hits. Baseball, the same thing. It's really easy to run fielding drills or take batting practice, but then you get in live game situations and you have to know who's where, what the what the score situation is, help with your decision making.
This is where they need to knead out the plays and make sure they understand where things go or where they're supposed to be and stuff like that.
Cody's three-point attempt fell a little short off the front of the rim, but number 6 there, right there to get the rebound, get it back to him. He's going to go into double coverage, and I think we're going to get a foul against Taunton. I don't think they're keeping track of fouls as far as team fouls or anything like that.
It looks like they're keeping track of timeouts, though.
Yeah.
A lot of times we don't know the rules of scrimmages until you're at the scrimmage.
Well, it sounded like you were saying earlier they can sort of change things on the fly a little bit.
They can say, we're going to start from this end of the court, and we're going to set up for this kind of scenario kind of thing.
There was another 3 drained by Taunton. It's 11-0 with 5:14 to go in the first.
I have filmed other scrimmages where they have decided to keep going even after the 4 quarters have gone. They have played another quarter because they felt they needed to do another quarter. So that's also a possibility tonight.
Oh, there's Wareham's first point of the game. Comes on a free throw. That one kind of went in and out.
I think it's odd I know it's a scrimmage,
Yeah.
but the concession stand is open.
I just noticed that. I was about to say something.
I was like, is there someone taking money outside? Like, I didn't think there was money tonight. I didn't think it was an actual game.
Well, no, they may not be charging admission, but I mean, if you got an opportunity to try to raise some funds as we get a fast break for the Tigers, he's working against 3 defenders, and he makes the basket over him to make it a 12-point Taunton lead.
No. That was a heck of an elbow there.
That was a nice spin move by number 4, too, to get away from the defender. Complete pivot, no travel. That bounce pass is going to be taken away by the Vikings. Going to push it up. Cody kicks it out to the corner. One of the Cannon brothers tries the corner 3, but it's a little short. There's a 3.
By number 6.
And now I think Taunton calls a timeout. It's taking him a while, Christian, to get into this game. We're coming up on the halfway point of the first quarter.
Well, we've had that in regular season games, too.
Yes.
Slow start. Usually by the second quarter, we know where they're going to be.
You're right. There's a dog in the huddle. It's a service dog that came over to Wareham first. Now he went over to Taunton.
Yeah, and it's Officer Baptiste's dog. I forget what the dog's name is.
I think it says Lexi on the harness.
Yeah, it is. She's the Wareham service animal. She visits all the schools.
That's sort of like the comfort dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think she came to us last year. Was her first year.
That sounds right. I seem to remember them talking about that and seeing articles in the local papers. All right, so coming out of the timeout, Taunton will inbound. They're up 13-4 with 4:22 to play in the first quarter. Cody kind of holding on to number 39 there. You have another whistle. Taunton going to inbound again.
It looks like one of the lights is out on that side of the court. It's dark.
The air ball, rebound by Rose. Rose is going to push it up ahead.
Nice.
There's the lay-in.
Number 6 again.
Yep. He will be somebody to watch during the regular season.
Amari Rose. They're calling it, I guess.
Taunton's going to make some substitutions.
Oh, they're giving it to Wareham. I thought it was a foul on Wareham.
There's travel against the Vikings.
Unlike football, when there's violations, you don't see them going all the way to the other end of the court.
Right. Ooh, put on the brakes there. Still working against number 10. They did a nice job trying to disrupt the passing lane. That's going to be short. Short on the 3. Vikings coming back the other way. Tried to go behind the back to get away from the defender, but lost it. Nice job to keep it in bounds, but Cannon's not giving him a good look at that 3. Loose ball tracked down by the Vikings. Nice pass over to Cody. Cody lays it in. And it's 13-8. Wareham putting together a run.
Cody seems to be getting some of his stride back.
Yes. I mean, this is an important game for him because he's going to have to test that ankle and see how good it healed. There he goes again, lays it in. Back-to-back buckets for Cody. 10-13. Taunton with a three. That's going to be short. Rebound, Wareham. Cody bringing it up. Up ahead. Corner three. Rolls around and in, and Wareham has tied the game.
And that's Tyler Cannon with that.
Ball on the floor. There's the jump ball call. I was waiting for that, thinking they might have called that a little earlier, but they let him wrestle for it a little bit. But nonetheless, Wareham on a 13-2 run, I think, to tie the game.
With 2:19 left in the quarter.
Yeah. So not only has the offense started to find their stride, but Taunton hits a three right there to retake the lead.
Number 79.
The offense found their stride, but the defense also doing their job. You call a blocking foul against Taunton. Before the shot, so no free throws.
Pushing foul against Taunton.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Cody ended up on the floor before the
Cody better
Vikings
take
even
it
inbound.
easy.
Yeah.
Not even the actual first game of the season. Oh, they're calling it against Cody.
Oh, really? He got double teamed. I don't know how it was against him, but okay. So they get possession to the Tigers. Again, trying to get a little fancy with the behind the back. Sometimes simple is better.
Fundamental basketball.
Yes. I mean, I get what you're trying to do. You need to keep it away from the defender, but it might be better to just outright pass it instead, because that's what happened. We've seen it on both sides now. They try to go behind the back, get fancy, and they lose the handle on the ball. That three-point attempt is short and off the front of the rim. Tigers coming back the other way, goes off their foot. Number 6.
Fouled.
Yes. And it was a little risky as he was going into that wall there, and I know there's padding, but not at the bottom, which is where his head was.
We have seen many of an ambulance from people hitting those things.
Yeah. All right, so first free throw attempt is no good.
I think those mats have been there since I was in high school.
Okay, another free throw attempt here. We got one more. Makes the second. So I haven't written it down, but I think he's 50% from the line so far tonight. And it's 16-14. Taunton on top, 1:37 and counting to go in the first quarter. Corner three for Taunton. That's short. Gonna feed it up to Cody. Cody with a double dribble. Kind of held it for just that extra second when he checked off the defender and then dribbled it again. But it was enough for the call. That's a long three. That's no good. Rose gets the rebound. Fast break the other way. One of the Vikings fell down.
Nice three-paper.
That had a nice high arc on it.
And we saw him last year on the varsity team a little bit. I think he was mainly JV, but...
Yes, he does look familiar to me. And unfortunately, that's what happened is the first 3-4 years I was here, the team largely remained the same.
Hence the back-to-back titles.
Yes, yes. There's another three-pointer by the Tigers to retake the lead. 20 seconds and counting in the first.
Dishes it out.
And in.
Takes the lead back.
Back and forth. 2019 Vikings. And a travel by the Tigers.
With 9 seconds to go.
So after a very slow start, and you pointed it out, Christian, we saw that a lot last year in the first quarters, and then they kick it into drive. They find their rhythm. They've certainly found their rhythm now. And after giving up 11 or 12 points before scoring a basket, the Vikings have now held the Tigers to about 6 points while scoring 20 of their own, and that is the end of the first quarter.
And Amari Rose ends up on the floor.
And it's still 2019, so they did not get that shot off before the buzzer.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it went in. I think it went under.
Oh,
it just hit the
net.
Okay. I could be wrong. Oh, I now see a third referee. But those are always 3 this entire time.
Yeah, I think so. Unless the referees are going to tag out every quarter. All right, I'm tired. You come in. I'm going to sit down.
No DJ tonight either.
No.
You should start singing in halftime.
So they're going to reset
second
the score.
quarter, we're wiping the score.
Okay, so let's write that down then.
So 20 to 19 was the first quarter.
Right.
Wareham over Taunton.
Gotcha.
It looks like they didn't wipe the timeouts, but at that point, it's not really a big deal.
Right.
And it seems to me that they're also doing the same foul rules that they had last year. No new changes with that. Remember that one year we came in and it was completely different?
Yes. Well, we were used to the fouls carrying over to the half.
Mm-hmm.
And then they changed it so that the fouls would reset at the start of the. Now, as we mentioned in the first, they're not keeping track of the fouls at all. Because they did not change those numbers at all.
Right, and no one can foul out, I believe. So, if on the books they have 4 or 5 fouls, I don't think it carries.
Probably not. It would take something egregious for them to get disqualified, like punching somebody.
Like blood.
Yeah, pretty much. Or flagrant,
Mm-hmm.
Nice steal on the pass. Kept it in bounds. He's going up the other way. Nice crossover. And the lay-in. Puts it up. That's going to be off the back of the rim. Oh.
Braden came down with it, but it was stripped from his hands by number 32.
Cannon's going to feed it back to Cody. The cross court. They are using the shot clock, so they got to keep that in mind. Down to 10, and Cody lets it go in. Wareham with a 4-0 lead in quarter number 2. Loose ball picked up by Braden. Cody's going to have that one blocked.
They should put him in a bubble.
He got fouled as he went up, so Cody's at the line. Ooh, first one's in and out. Cody 1 for 2. There it is. 5-0. 6:28 to go in the second. Good job to stay in bounds at the baseline and dish it off. Going back the other way. Going to peel back and set something up. Deep three. No good. And the Tigers with the rebound. We're kind of holding on to him there.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't understand why 43 there, why he's acting like he doesn't understand.
It's an act.
Yeah, I was going to say, he literally, we all saw it. Like, he literally had the Tiger player's jersey in his hand and was trying to slow him down. So you're going to get called every time.
Not to mention, 3 referees is very little they miss.
Yeah. Normally we only see 3 in the playoffs, but, you know, this is
last year, Wareham had 3 referees the whole year.
Huh.
There's not one time they had 2, except for the Ponequit holiday game. There was 2. But for the most part, and I think that's because they're independent.
Could be.
If they were a part of the league, they could just give 2.
Yeah. That pass is deflected, and Wareham comes up with it. Tigers, meanwhile, got on the board with a 3-pointer of their own. But the Vikings now controlling the ball, driving the lane. Oh, can't get it to fall. Just kind of hit the back of the rim and pop back out. Drives the middle and gets it in, and Taunton ties the quarter. 5-5. Nice check off. And there's a 3 for the Vikings. Vikings up 8-5, 4:45 to go in the second. Ooh, deep 3. And the Tigers tie it up, and we're going to have a timeout.
With 4:39 to go. We'll take a moment to take a brief sit down.
We have to get ourselves in game shape, too.
I dreaded this ladder. Oh, my God. I've been working on my legs. But I see a massage therapist once every 4 weeks.
Well, and I want to know how you even got up here, because the bleachers were in against the wall when I came in.
I climbed the bleachers.
Yeah, I did, too. Of course, as we were up here, then they pulled the seats out.
And I'm like,
it would have been nice to have when we got here, but oh well.
Yeah. I got to start hitting the gym and doing so I can pull myself up the ladder. It'll be 30-something years of climbing that ladder.
No, I felt it, too, when I took that first step and had to pull myself up with my arms there. If you've never been to Wareham High School, Christian and I are up in a balcony above the court, as you can obviously see from the camera angle. But in order to do that, we have to climb a metal ladder that is fastened to the wall. And it is straight vertical up and down. And not only that, but
the brand new bleachers they got, I think 2 years ago, are shorter than the old bleachers. So you actually have to almost a full leg length above.
It's like at least 3 feet.
Wareham Sports is also going to be filming Upper Cape Tech boys basketball this year, and they don't have a booth.
No, we'll literally.
There
be
is
in the
no
bleachers.
ladder over there. So they will. Our director will be Hadassah Young, and she's going to be on the floor, dodging balls.
I will have the opportunity to do a couple of those, and that'll be fun for me because both of my stepsons are enrolled at Upper Cape. one of which is graduating in June from the culinary department. The other is a freshman who is yet to have his shop declared for him. He's got one more week of exploratory before he gets into that, as that one rolls around and in.
10-8. 3:56 to go in this quarter.
Been a bit of a back and forth quarter. Both teams kind of got the feeling out process.
But that's going to be a 3-point foul.
Calling it against Amare. Unfortunately, the Upper Cape cheerleaders do not attend basketball games as they do here in Wareham, because my youngest, the freshman there, joined the sideline cheer for football and absolutely loved it. So it would have been fun to be covering the games while he was cheering. But
do they have anyone sing at UCT?
I do not know.
Because I found out that we will have singers for some of the boys' basketball games, as well as all of the girls' basketball games.
Taunton 1 for 2 on those free throws to take an 11-10 lead. Mare gets the layup and gets fouled, so opportunity for the old school three-point play. Finds himself at the line for one. Does not convert. And that went out. The Tigers are protesting, saying that it was a Viking that came up and knocked it out of his hands, but they ruled it went off Taunton, so Vikings will inbound. Still on their offensive end of the court.
You should let the coaches argue with the refs.
Right.
Don't argue with the refs.
Well, and that actually might have been what they were doing, is that might have been directed at Taunton's coach as opposed to the referee. And, kind of like saying to the coach, like, hey, that's not what happened. But either way.
A lot of times it's best not to argue, just keep going with the game.
Agreed. I mean, sometimes I could understand a player asking, because you need to get that feel for how the refs are going to call the game as we look at a three-point here that's just in and out. Taunton coming back the other way. Getting a little bit of contact, but nothing called, no holds, no grabs.
Double team. Ooh, just away.
He almost had it, but number 40 was there to recover that for Taunton. That's a three that's slightly off center.
Aaron Cody to Amari Rose.
Corner three.
Twoosh.
That's in. 15-11, 2:40 to go in the quarter. Whoa! Cody tried to undercut it, but it was a little too under.
Whistle for something. I didn't see.
It's for a push against Taunton.
It's 15-11 with 2.5 to go in this quarter.
Wareham won quarter number one by 1 point, leading this one by 4 currently. Cody in traffic, kicks it out. There's a three.
Did they negate it? It's still 15-11.
Yeah, I guess they did. It was an offensive foul.
Oh, no.
Well, no, they put it up, but I guess it was a 2, not a 3. I thought he was outside the – well, you have to be completely outside the arc in order for it to be 3.
Maybe he was on the line.
He might have had a foot on the line. A little tough to tell from –
Oh, it went up again.
Oh, no, they did give him the 3. All right. Well, again, we have a volunteer at the table. Normally we would have an –
No, she's regular.
Oh, okay.
Megan Kashner usually does the score, and she does the clock, but she's doing both.
Yeah.
She's just not wearing her official jersey.
Oh, okay. Well, we're asking a lot. It's her first game, too.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting back in the routine of things.
That is Sue Tabor.
But you're right. Normally she has help, and there's more.
There's at least 3 officials at the desk, and she's got a one shot clock in one arm, time clock on the other arm, and she's trying to do both. So
Wareham's built themselves up to a 10-point lead with 1:47 to go in the quarter. Done a good job. Keeping Taunton in check. That one's going to fall. That's a 3-point bucket for the Tigers.
He's been very good, too.
Yes. I wasn't sure if we were going to have a scoreboard operator or not, so I was planning on, keeping a manual score, but unfortunately I'm not keeping individual shots.
We don't have rosters either. You don't know who you're really giving.
I would have just written numbers.
It can't speak. The shirt, jersey, numbers.
Yes.
Would have been sufficient. But
that pass is blocked. Tracked down by Wareham. Nice job. Under a minute to play. Cody gets a look at a 3 that's going to go off the back of the rim. And they will rule last touch by a Viking, Taunton ball. Wareham played much better this quarter. Going back up the other way, he's all alone. And the bucket is good. 23-14, 30 seconds to go in the quarter.
Wareham definitely the dominant force on the boards right now.
We have a timeout called by the Vikings here. 24 seconds exactly on the clock. And a 9-point lead, 23-14.
You want to be on the lookout for these games to come out on Facebook. That's where we're going to be live. You can click on the link that we have there so that we don't infringe on copyright from the DJ, but we will be live this whole season for both boys and girls basketball.
So to clarify, we're not streaming it on Facebook, but we will put a link on Facebook to where we are streaming.
Yes.
Okay. And that's what we started last year because we were running into some difficulties.
You don't know how hard it was to shut off mics, turn on mics, shut off mics, turn
very
on
much,
mics.
Very much. And Facebook very strict about the copyrights. And
as soon as it hears it, just shuts off.
Yeah. So and the boys have a live DJ playing licensed music during the game. So
sometimes the girls also have a live DJ playing. Not as often, but
Wareham not going to let Taunton get a shot off, and Wareham's going to win this quarter 23-14.
So only 3 more points than last quarter for Wareham.
But they allowed 5 less to their opponents.
Yeah. Another thing to note.
Yes.
There's no halftime clock. So there is no official halftime.
So as it stands right now, after 2 quarters of play, if this was an actual game,
Wareham would have 43.
43-33 would be a 10-point game.
I noticed that the timeouts have been going down as they take timeouts. Yeah. They were given 5 at the beginning of the game. I wonder if it's just set 5.
Next, timeouts will reset at a half in a
regular game.
In a regular season game, but not now. All right, so we're underway quarter number 3. Taunton with the first possession of the quarter. And that is out on Taunton. So we have switched sides.
Yes.
Even though there was no actual halftime break. Wareham is now going right to left. Good break on the pass by number 4 for Taunton. We talked about the success Wareham had recently with the state championships. Taunton won a state championship while I was there. 1998, my junior year of high school.
I also noticed we have different players on the field on the court for Wareham. This is not the starting 5.
Right. Which again, these scrimmages, these preseason games, good opportunity. Get your players out there in real situations. See how they respond. See how they respond to coaching and adjustments.
See if they make the roster.
Yeah. we did ask for one, and that's what...
It's not done yet.
Wareham Athletic Director Ed Rodricks told us at the beginning of the game. He said, Coach Faniel hasn't finished it yet.
So if you're not on it yet and you want to be, this is where these are the games that you want to clear that up. And just being on the JV team or the freshman team doesn't mean you're never see varsity play.
Right.
It just means you have to work that much harder to be there.
Number 5 got fouled as he was going up for the attempt. So he's going to have 2 shots at the line, try to tie it up. Taunton's ahead 2-0. Makes his first.
Also, of all the sports at Wareham, I still believe that Wareham Boys Basketball is the only sport to have 3 tiers of varsity, JV, and freshman. Football had varsity and JV.
Yeah.
And a lot of the other sports only have varsity and JV.
Wareham made both free throws to tie it up. 2 apiece here early in the third quarter. About a minute and a half in. There's a 3-point attempt by Taunton. That's going to be off to the left. Rebound made by the Tigers, though. They're going to try to give him another shot. He's going to make a cross-court pass. That's a deep 3. That is no good. Again, rebound by the Tigers. Open look from the corner. Sails over the basket.
Can't seem to get ahead of it.
He needs help. He's double teamed, able to get it up ahead. Good job.
Nice saving from out of bounds.
Careful. They're going after him. That's seeing some aggressive defense from the Tigers. Coach Faniel going to call a timeout. The offense seems to have a little bit of trouble getting set, setting up the play they want to run. You know, they got to get themselves into an opportunity where they can get an open look at a basket. Taunton's not giving it to them.
Wareham picks the teams they play against. That's another part of being independent.
Right.
But part of that, and as Faniel has shown, he wants to play the best and to beat the best when they play.
Absolutely. That way there's no excuses.
None of their teams that they play against are easy teams. There is no easy wins. But they don't play teams that don't have a record, aren't aggressive, can't play as hard as they can.
Well, the other thing is Taunton is a couple divisions up from where Wareham is.
Division 2, I think.
I believe so. I only know that because I was looking at the football playoff standings, because the Tigers qualified for the MIAA football tournament, and I believe it was Division 2. I don't think they got past the first round, but
some of the teams we played against in Division 3 we play against.
Right.
Some of the teams that were Division 1 we played a couple last year.
I mean, we've had teams come down from the Boston metro area to play us.
And those teams are wicked aggressive.
Absolutely. But, I mean, that's the reputation that Coach Faniel has built for this program. Not only do we want to play them, but they want to play us. And they treat the Vikings. Nice save. A takeaway and a save by number 5. But I was about to say,
they treat the Vikings.
They treat them like a serious opponent. Like, they don't come in here and be like, we're Division 1, they're Division 4, we'll just walk all over them. No, they do. They attack. And the Vikings can hang. You know, we've seen it. That is going to be a blocking foul.
Now, they didn't go to Orlando this year. So I think it was more of a decision of trying to develop that team again.
Mm-hmm.
They have good players, but they're not the team that they were. So it's part of that is developing that. Once they have that, maybe he'll bring that back again.
Well, and that's a chemistry thing, and that takes time. And, you know, that's what happened is that team graduated a couple of years ago, and now you have to rebuild that chemistry from game one, whereas that team had that chemistry for about 4 years.
Yeah, 5.
Because they all came up together. Like, you know, that's just the worst thing that can happen to a program is when you have that many seniors. You know, surprisingly, it sounds like Bridgewater Rainham, who's another big sports town in southeastern Mass, has been having problems, at least in the girls' team. We have a family friend of ours that lives down in that area, and the daughter on that team is one of the junior leaders, and they've just been saying it's been getting tough. There's going to be another foul against the Vikings. It'll result in free throws.
In football, Wareham still has the Tigers. In basketball, Wareham still has JBA. So we still have these groups that are developing players that are nearby.
Yes.
But there isn't any program at the elementary school.
Right.
There isn't a program at the middle school. So you don't get into basketball until you get to the high school. But Wareham is fortunate that their 8th graders are in the high school, and they're actually eligible to play in sports. So where before we needed waivers, now they're actually part of the school. They don't need waivers now. And on occasion, you can still get a 7th grade waiver if the kid is really good, or there's precedent for it.
This will be Cody's 5th year at the varsity level. He started as an 8th grader.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a starter as an 8th grader, so that tells you just how good he is.
We're very happy to see him back.
Yeah.
With his two-tone sneakers.
They missed him last year when they tried to make that playoff run. Vikings did qualify for the playoffs. I think they were eliminated in the round of, was it 16 or 8? I know we had to go on the road for that game.
Which one?
The
last year?
Yeah. How far did we make it?
I think we made it to round of 8.
Okay.
I don't. We didn't make it to the Final Four.
Right.
But we were up in East. We were like near Boston.
Yes. 3-pointer. That's long over the rim.
I remember the nosebleed section of that gym.
Oh, yeah. Taunton leading this quarter 8-2, 3:44 to go in the third. Trying to bank that one off the glass. Vikings come away with the defensive rebound, but lose it still on the ground. Picked up. And they are going to get a foul against the Tigers, I think.
I may be wrong, but I believe the team that beat us went on to the final. I don't know if they won because I didn't follow the last game, but I know they at least made it to the final. So.
Coach Fain just put some of the regulars back out on the floor. The Cannon brothers are out there.
I think they're all back out there. There isn't any of those other kids.
Well, Aaron's not out there. Amare's not out there.
Oh, okay. But a couple of the other kids that were out there before are back. It's just
at least 3 of them. Number 34 has been out there.
Yeah, 43 has. 53 is.
Yep. Number 6 is on the bench.
20, 34. No, 34 is new. It's hard. Some of them have the same haircut.
They do.
I'm like, isn't he out there? Oh, that's the wrong number.
Taunton tracks down the loose ball. Another lay-in is going to make it 10-2. Tigers have got a run going in this quarter. Wareham able to bank it in, get a couple back. 10-4, 2:45 and counting.
This seems to be a slower quarter.
Yes.
I know they did change players.
Yep. But you got to know who you can rely on in the regular season when those players get tired. You need to put fresh legs in.
Who can keep the scores up while the other team is recovering.
Number 4 got his own rebound and banked it back in to get it back up to 10 for the Tigers. 14-4, just over 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Lofty pass.
You have to be careful with some of those.
Yes. Be real easy for a defender to jump up and grab it out of midair. Taunton coming back the other way. Kicks it over into the middle of the key, and that's a nice up and in.
Looks like timeout Wareham.
Two left on the board for each team as far as timeouts. Taunton with a 12-point lead at the moment with 1:42 to go in the third, up 16-4.
Take this moment to sit down. Oh, my God. Ugh.
Got to remind everybody, too, Christian, while we got a minute, that Wareham Media's got a YouTube page as well where you can see
you
our
can watch
games
all
and
the
all
games
of our
on
programming.
Archive.
Yep.
We can do a little bit more with basketball than we can do with football because, unfortunately, we don't have internet for football.
Right.
And also, even though we're up in the booth at football, it's really far away.
Yes. 3-point shot by the Vikings was short. So is the return attempt by the Tigers. 1:20 to go in the quarter, and there's a layup.
6:16. 1:16 to go.
Taunton driving, has to back off the defender. Now he's going to take the shot himself. That is an air ball. Nice save by the Tigers, but it's taken away by Tyler Cannon. Up ahead, another good put on the brakes. That's going to be a travel, even though he was kind of getting checked.
So I'm going to say a last name. You see if you remember the first name. Orn.
Nope.
Is that number 20? Orn?
I thought that was Tyler Cannon, or is Tyler Cannon?
No.
No.
I think number 20 is Orn.
I don't remember the first name.
I want to say Robbie.
Oh, that sounds right. That sounds right. Again, we'll have rosters for you on Friday, folks, for sure.
It's not my fault.
Well, I feel bad. I mean, these young students are out there working hard. And unfortunately, just because it's preseason, we can't really give them the proper recognition
And it's
right
been
now.
a year.
It has been. It has been. And it was a brand new team last year. You know, the face to name hasn't been committed to memory.
It usually takes us at least 4 or 5 games to get everything in sync.
It really does. That's another basket in for the Tigers. It's 18-6, 14 seconds to go. And we get a whistle. Stops the clock at 13 seconds exactly.
That Tiger player had to look at the back of his jersey to see if he was number 3.
Under 10 to go now. Passes it off, long 3, and that goes in. So it's 18-9. They've cut the deficit in half, and that'll be the end of the third. Taunton wins that one, 18-9.
Did that close the gap?
Yep. So it is a 1-point game as we stand right now. Wareham on top, 52-51. Keeping running score.
Ish.
Yeah.
Good job, Sue. I see you running your 2 hands on one of your side. Only veterans can do that. If you happen to hear me screaming, I didn't have my headset down, but I was giving props to the time clock person.
No, she deserves it.
Yeah, Ed, she doesn't get paid enough.
All right, so to start the fourth, back to 0-0. As we mentioned, Taunton won the third quarter, 19-8. They pulled within 1 overall. Wareham has the possession to start the fourth quarter. Now I see Amari Rose back out there. Aaron Cody's back out there. Number 6 is back out there. Tyler Cannon is number 12. He's back out there. So it looks like you're starting 5. Good little bounce pass between the defenders. Gets it over to the corner. He's going to have to drive the baseline. Mid-range jumper. That's no good. Rose gets the rebound. Pushes it up ahead to number 6. Nice, easy lay-in for the first bucket of the fourth quarter. Wareham 2-0.
6 seems very speedy.
Yes. So we'll look for that to be his role in the regular season. Get behind the defense. You know, let the defense get the rebounds, push it up ahead to him. Go in for the nice and easy bucket. Amari's going to get fouled.
I think we saw Amari Rose on the floor, laying on the floor a lot of the season last year. He likes to go for the crazy dives, and a lot of times they're successful. Not all the time.
Just got to be careful. That floor has no give.
Yeah. But he was the quarterback for football.
Yes.
There's plenty to give on that ground, but not when you get hit by a player wearing pads. So.
Well, he also played safety on defense, and he doled out a few hits. He can give as good as he takes. So the free throws are good. Wareham's up 4-0. 1 minute into the fourth quarter. And that'll go out off of Cody, so Taunton will hang on to possession. Another good swarming defense by the Vikings. We see that full court press. There's 6 again behind the defense. Gives it up to Rose this time. Good teamwork. Rose from number 6. It's 6-0. Cody takes it away. Cody kicks it out. That one's off the mark, but still a good setup. Aaron taking it away on defense, finding the open man in the corner. Just couldn't get the ball to fall. That's going to happen.
Amari Rose with another steal.
Yes. I think after losing that third quarter.
Tyler Cannon, no good. Rebound Wareham, though.
That Vikings defense has woken up.
I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but it worked.
Yeah. Yep.
Bounced right off the Tiger player, right out of bounds.
Cody directing traffic. He's going to take the 3 himself from the top of the line, but that's no good. An open man on that far side. Cody came over to close it off. We have a foul on the floor. They're calling it on Cody. Ball is on the floor. Oh!
Jump ball
They
last
called
second.
the jump ball right as Cody was taking it away. It was kind of funny. I thought that one was a little quick. Like there was one of the other ones that they seemed to let it go a little bit longer, but quick on the whistle on that one, and possession favors the Tigers. Vikings have the 6-0 lead in the quarter.
Ooh,
Now
jumper
6-2.
there.
Coming up on 5 minutes to play in the fourth.
Aaron on the key.
Nice 3.
6 has 3s. He has 2s. He has
I think he's
drive.
I think he's been the leading scorer, but I can't prove that.
Yeah.
But he has definitely been a key contributor on offense for certain, regardless of his point totals.
If he, Amari, and Aaron Cody are on the court, doesn't matter who the other players are to support, but the ball is going to be in Wareham's hands
Yes.
a good portion of the time.
Well, and that's what you need is Taunton drains a 3 to make it 9-5. And the other factor of that is all 3 of them are threats. So it's not like you can pick on one and double team him or triple team him. It's going to force that defense to be honest. Nice save, and that is going to be knocked away. Last touched by, I haven't seen a signal yet. Taunton, because Wareham's ready to inbound, or is he? Yes, he is. He's just switching sides, that's all. Well, I didn't know if he was coming back in. and they were going to put a Taunton player out, but no. It went off the Tigers. Wareham has it. Cody again with a step back three.
Oh, it just rattled a little bit too hard.
It did. That one's short. Cannon pushing it up ahead. Bounce it over to 6. Get back to 10.
Pass.
Good effort.
Six also seems to have clarity of who else is around him, too.
Taunton banks it in, number 13, and
timeout.
We're going to get a timeout. Yes, with 3:24 to go in the fourth, and Wareham on top, 11-7. Now that's what you look for, especially in that's going to be one of your leaders on the floor, one of your generals. They need to have that court vision. So
you can see around you.
Yeah.
You can see who's coming, who's going, where you need to put the ball if you can't take it. Now, he could take it, but a lot of times it's better to pass it off than try to do a crazy shot or a
give
crazy
and go.
dribble.
But I mean, where I was going with that was Johnny Tompkins on the girls' team for the Vikings also has that presence, and that is not something you can teach. That's a feel.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you use your vision and you see who's around you, but like in a situation like that, you have to feel who's around you too and where the defenders are so you can get around them. So far with what I'm seeing, I am looking forward to seeing these guys play in the regular season.
We still have another year with her. She graduates in 2027.
Oh, I thought she was a senior this year. She's only a junior?
I thought she was a senior too, but no, she's only a junior.
No, that makes sense because I've been covering basketball for 5 years, and the first year I was boys only. I didn't start covering girls until my second year, and Johnny was a freshman, so that would be right.
But we did lose, you know who?
Yes.
She went to charter school. We might end up playing against her.
That would be interesting. They're mopping up the floor in front of the Tiger bench. That's what the delay is right now.
Someone spilled some water.
Well, they had one of the players has a bag of ice on his foot too.
It was probably drip.
Taunton's down to 1 timeout. Wareham still has 2, according to the scoreboard. It is 3:24 to go in the fourth. Wareham is up by 4, 11-7. Coming into the fourth quarter, they were leading the overall score 52-51. And again, you see Cody directing traffic out there.
Double
travel. I think Cody's another one of those players out there that's got that court vision that can see things, see openings, direct the players to where they need to be and set the plays.
There was one season, I think it was the first time Wareham went to the championship.
Yep.
Cody didn't get a lot of score, but he was definitely the director for most of it.
And that's what people need to understand. It is a team effort, and that is where Wareham has had a lot of their success, is they do act as a unit.
It's not about a me person.
Right.
They're not driving just one player. They have a bunch of people that drive.
And as I talked about earlier, that makes you all the bigger a threat.
Because they can say, oh, well, just double team Cody.
Right.
Well, then who's going to double team Amari, and who's going to double team number 6, and who's going to double team Tyler Cannon? You can't double. You've run out of players. You only have 5.
Free throw is good, and Taunton has pulled within 3 in the quarter. 2:20 to go, and Wareham on top 13-10.
I hope to see again in my career lifetime of filming basketball for Wareham, where Wareham had that. Our whole team just left the bench, and a whole new team came out onto the floor. Those were the best times to do the play-by-play.
It was, and that's what I remember about those early championship runs. I say early in my very young career, but it was only like 3 or 4 years ago. You had players that were interchangeable, and it was almost like the exact same player out on the court. So it's not even like when somebody went off, you could say, oh, good, the three-point shooter's off the court. It's like, nope, here comes another three-point shooter who's exactly like his style. So don't give up on him. Don't
and then
let
you
him get
had
those open looks.
The one player on your team trying to defend that one guy.
Yep.
The guy takes a breather. You're like, oh, I can take him out. But now another person comes out, and you have to find another person.
Right. Wareham converts on 2 free throws to make it 15-10. Under 2 minutes to play in the quarter. That is going to go out off of a Viking, and it's going to be Taunton ball. But I can remember talking about that, Christian. It was like the team was so deep, it was like having 2 varsity starting rosters on your bench. So it's like whoever came out, long pass up ahead to 6 from Rose, and that's
in. And it goes in. He is fast.
Wareham back up to a 5-point lead, under a minute and a half to play.
I'm trying to do the best I can to follow, but
it's fast.
Basketball is faster.
Oh, no foul there. He's got to get back up and get into it. Good block on the pass by 43. 43 is going to feed it back up to 6 now. A whiff on the block by the Tigers.
This time he goes to the floor and he gets it in.
Yes.
So he's going to get the and one.
So we did get foul. I thought that it was just the defender on the backboard. I didn't know that he got a part of him too.
I think 4 did the foul.
Okay. It's 19-12 pending the free throw. And that one's going to bounce up and fall to the floor, but Rose there for the rebound. Long 3, no good. 19-12, 52 seconds to go. Taunton able to wrestle it away, taking it down. Open layup by number 13. It's a 5-point game.
And I might be wrong, I apologize, but again, I'm trying solely on memory. I think 13's last name is Brito.
Okay. Wareham doing a good job. They're making Taunton use a lot of clock. And is that a charge?
25.
Well, that's a bigger deal because it's a turnover.
Yeah.
Wareham hanging on to a 5-point lead in the quarter. 20 seconds to play. Shot clock is off. Wareham can just hold it to win the quarter.
Ah, it's a scrimmage. Who's going to hold it?
True.
Fight to the end.
Well, and again, see, here's the thing. I want to see them protect it as if it were a real game. I also want to see what they would do if they were trailing. So it's like maybe, in a game like this, you pretend that, you're trying to come back. And that is the buzzer to end the fourth. Wareham wins the fourth, 19-14.
It looks like they're going to do another quarter.
Okay.
Going into the overtime.
Well, they got 10 on the clock, so maybe is that what they would do in overtime?
What was it, 12? It was 8 before.
It was 8? Yeah.
It's going to be 10 to 199? No.
After 4, your totals would be Wareham 71, Taunton 65.
It looks like the bench 5 are going to come back out.
Mm-hmm.
That way, the varsity, they're all in varsity, but the starting 5 got 3 quarters, and the
right. And now the
sitting 5 gets at least 2 quarters. They're going to do jump ball again. It's going to be an official start of a new game.
All right.
With 10 minutes instead of 8. And it's a replay of the 4th quarter. No. They still only have, Wareham has 2 timeouts, and Taunton only has 1.
Nice recovery, because they ripped the ball out of his hand as he was going up, and he got it back and dished it off to a teammate for the shot attempt. Kicking out, and a little miscommunication there for the Tigers. Player went left, the ball went right. Going back up the other way, and a foul.
Against Taunton.
Yes.
On the floor, though,
yes.
Not in active shooting. He stepped out.
Turnover. Now there's a corner 3 for the Tigers. Hand it back off to number 5. Cannon trying to set the screen. That's an air ball up and over the rim and right into the hands of a Taunton defender. Nice block.
But they picked it up again.
They did. Vikings knocking it away, trying to keep it alive. But again, the Tigers able to come down with possession. There's a travel. Somebody to he needs somebody to like take charge there. He was trying to call for it. Ooh, able to handle it. Corner 3, in and out.
Of the seasoned players, they have like a howl or a hoot or something they do when they get in trouble. You need to figure out what develop your voice that people can hear when you're in trouble, because you can't always say, "Help me."
Yeah.
Good put up for Wareham, 2-3 with 7 to go.
That was Wareham recovering a loose ball on the floor to create that opportunity. Now, nice block. 3-2, 6:45 to go. Shot from just beyond the free throw line was no good. That one's a 3. That's also no good. Wareham comes down with the defensive board, goes up the sideline. Bit of a collision. They are going to call the blocking foul against Taunton. Working that perimeter. Still really can't get into the key. They try to penetrate that defense. They're going to take the 3. That's short.
Tried to save it.
But out on Wareham, so Tigers ball. We have some substitutions for the Vikings. 32 and 34 coming on. 53 and 10 coming off. Yeah, good block. And they're going to they call it jump ball? Only one player only Taunton had their hands on the ball. It was it was a clean block. He blocked it back into the offensive player's hands. But I don't understand what made that a jump ball.
Sometimes we just don't know.
No, we don't. Possession arrow still favored Taunton. Loose ball recovered by the Vikings. Push it up ahead. Again, they got to be careful in situations like that. They had 2 players there. They kind of collided going for it. They were fortunate to hang on to it. 22 puts the shot up. It's short off the front of the rim. Vikings get it back. 32 tries to put it up. No good. 40 with the rebound, up and over. And it's into the hands of the Tigers coming back the other way. Tigers leading the period 3-2.
With 4:15 to go.
Yeah, more than halfway through. We started this quarter
10.
with 10 on the clock. So 6 minutes gone in the quarter or period.
Long 3, but it goes in.
Whatever you want to call it. Section. So it's 6-2 Taunton.
True overtime would have been 4 minutes. It's half the time.
Okay.
They don't double it for overtime. Can you hear what Taunton's...
No, I can't make it out.
I've been trying to figure it out this whole time.
That shot's up and over. Nice rebound by number 40 in the putback. Makes it 6-4, 2-point difference. Long shot off the back of the rim. The up and under doesn't go. 3 minutes and counting.
It was a good try, though.
It was. .62 looked like he was thinking about a three-point shot, but pulled it down and dished it off. 40's going to take the shot. It's no good. Rebound Tigers. Another long 3 from the top of the arch.
Foul on 40.
And it grabbed on to the Tiger.
It was foul on the floor, though. It was after the shot.
Well, the clock's still running, too, if you notice, even after the foul.
It might be running clock with 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It might be a rule we didn't see.
I haven't noticed. I honestly hadn't noticed if it had stopped or not. I mean, it stopped for a timeout, but that'd be about it. Under 2 to play now. There's another 3 by Taunton to make it a 5-point game. 5-point difference, 9-4 in the period. That one's up and in. 9-6, back to 3. 1:35 to go. Got a foul against 32. Trying to get the net fixed. They're going to have that fixed for Friday. There's a big gaping hole in the side of it.
In the net?
Yes.
They probably have another one in Ed's office.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
They probably have it just for
practice.
Practice in gym class.
Yeah.
Because winter gym class is in the gym.
Right. That one's short under the rim, but the putback is good. That makes it 11-6 with 1:01 to go, and we have a timeout. Called by Taunton, apparently, as they went from 1-0. I figured Wareham would have taken it, but not the case.
Looked like it was 4 to stop the clock. Because it wasn't actually a full timeout.
Under a minute to go now. Did he travel?
The referee said he did.
Huh.
As soon as he crossed the line.
Okay. That three is long.
He let him take it? What's good?
Oh! He wasn't looking too sure if he wanted to pick it up or not either. I don't know why, but either way.
I think they're calling it.
All right, that looks like it's going to do it. So the fifth period is going to go the way of Taunton, 13-6. And what do you know it, with that, the final is Taunton 78, Wareham 77. But again, that's after 4 periods of 8-minute basketball, 1 period of 10-minute basketball. Overall, it was a fun night. And with what I've seen out of the boys tonight, there is obviously a lot of potential there for the regular season.
Some new faces, potential we haven't seen before. And it might just be because we weren't watching the JV games that much.
Right.
We saw like the end of the quarter or that kind of thing. But
well, that's the thing, is usually the JV games are going on immediately before the varsity games, so we're setting up while those games are going on.
And we can watch a little, but we can't really see the players, or we don't have rosters. We have no idea. So we're seeing players like today for the first time.
But either way, I think there's a lot of potential for this team going into the regular season. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the season has to bring for us. I'm excited to see what the girls are able to do this season. They have been building over the last 3 or 4 years and getting better every single year, and they have that never say die attitude. So we want to thank you for joining us for our special here tonight. So I don't know if you really call a winner in a scrimmage or not, but like I said,
everyone's a winner in the scrimmage because you get to learn a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, by my count, it was a pretty even game throughout most of it. We definitely saw a difference for when the regular starters were on the floor versus when the bench players came in. But, that's all.
The bench players will fluctuate through the season. That's
it's a
what
building.
happens.
It's a building process. They'll get the experience that they need. But Christian will be back with you tomorrow night. I want to thank him for jumping. Situate. I want to thank him for jumping on headset and providing some color for us tonight.
And which will probably happen through the season.
Yes.
Also, scrimmage games, you will not see them until after the regular season gets going. So by the time anyone sees this, it'll be after the season's already started. It's kind of like we don't want the other teams to be able to see how our scrimmage went before they start getting into the season.
Which makes sense.
But then you can find all the videos will be on the archive, and you can watch live. So everything will be real time and there with Wareham Media.
So if you haven't done already, which since you're seeing this in the future, you should have, follow Wareham Media on Facebook and social media. You'll find the links for the games. You'll find all the information for all of our events, everything we're covering around town.
And if you want to sponsor us, sponsor the broadcast, and we'll throw your logo up, and we'll play videos for you, all kinds of stuff. Contact me, Christian Fernandez at Christian@WarehamTV.org, and we'll get you up there.
All right, well, I think that's about going to wrap us up here tonight. So for Christian Fernandez, who's been my cameraman and my color commentator, Matt Lins for Wareham Sports saying so long.
Haley!